Steelers fans are buzzing with the rumors shaking up the teams backstage. The draft is coming, and the name Shedeur Sanders keeps getting linked to Pittsburgh. And now, none other than head coach Mike Tomlin has decided to openly speak about the young quarterback. Could the Steelers be preparing a bold move to secure the franchise's future? In this video, we'll tell you everything about Tomlin's statements, what they mean for the Steelers' future, and why Shedeur's name might be at the center of it all. Before diving into the details about Shedeur Sanders, it's important to highlight a key move by the Steelers that's directly related to the future of the quarterback position. Recently, rumors emerged that the franchise might be interested in Aaron Rodgers, causing a real stir among fans. Even without official confirmation, this interest shows that Pittsburgh is determined to pursue a high-profile name, whether through the draft or the veteran market. This ongoing search for a new leader on offense adds even more weight to the choice that lies ahead. And that's where Shedeur's name gains traction. While Aaron Rodgers has made headlines behind the scenes, the reality is that the Steelers have their eyes firmly set on the new generation of quarterbacks. Proof of that was Shedeur Sanders' visit to Pittsburgh as part of the top 30 meetings, which left many analysts intrigued. During that visit, Mike Tomlin and Shedeur had a productive meeting, focusing entirely on football and how the young quarterback processes the game. Tomlin praised Sanders' resilience, highlighting his on-field presence and unique football vision, qualities that, according to him, haven't been properly recognized during the pre-draft evaluation process. And now I want to know your opinion, Steelers fans. Do you believe Shedeur Sanders is truly the ideal quarterback to lead Pittsburgh in the coming years? Is it worth betting on a young talent who's already shown so much character, or would it be safer to go after a veteran like Aaron Rodgers? With so many options and the franchise's future on the line, the front office's decision could change the course of the team for years to come. So comment below. If you were Mike Tomlin, what would you do? Draft Shedeur Sanders or make a heavy investment in an experienced NFL star? I'm curious to hear your take on this critical moment. And after all the behind-the-scenes buzz and speculation involving veterans and young prospects, it's time to talk about the real bomb that could explode on draft day. Mike Tomlin's statement about Shedeur Sanders wasn't just a courtesy. It might have revealed the Steelers' true intentions. With the 21st overall pick in their hands and the possibility of Sanders still being available, Pittsburgh may be about to take a bold step toward the future of the franchise. And if you think you've seen everything in this pre-draft period, hold on, because what's coming next could change it all. Mike Tomlin came clean and made it clear that Shedeur Sanders' visit to Pittsburgh was more than just procedural. Despite his long friendship with Deion Sanders, Shedeur's father, Tomlin emphasized that the conversation was fully professional and focused on football. He praised how Shedeur sees the game, his ability to articulate ideas, and most of all, his resilience on the field. The Steelers coach was impressed with what he saw and heard, and all signs point to the fact that if the Colorado quarterback is available at pick 21, Pittsburgh won't hesitate. The franchise may have found its quarterback of the future. If the Steelers do end up selecting Shedeur Sanders in the draft, this choice could mark a total shift in the team's planning. Bringing in a young quarterback would likely mean the end of speculation surrounding veterans like Aaron Rodgers, and would also directly impact the plans for players like Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, who are also on the roster. Betting on Sanders would show that Pittsburgh is thinking long-term, building a new cycle around a promising talent. This decision could also influence future moves in the market and even change how fans view the franchise's immediate future. So what do you think, Steelers fans? Would the team be making the right choice by betting on Shedeur Sanders as the quarterback of the future? Or would you rather see the franchise invest in more experienced names like Aaron Rodgers to try to win now? With so many possible paths, the decision isn't easy, but it could define the team's success or failure for years to come. So leave your thoughts in the comments. Are you on Team Shedeur Sanders, betting on a new era, or do you prefer the experience of an established veteran? Your opinion could spark a great debate in the comments. That's it for now, Steelers Nation. Stay tuned, because the next few days promise to be crucial for the future of the team, and of course, we'll be here bringing you all the updates firsthand. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. And don't forget to comment below with your pick to lead the Steelers offense. Recently, a huge opportunity has emerged in the NFL trade market, and it involves one of the league's most well-known names, All-Pro Cooper Kupp. The Los Angeles Rams wide receiver is available for trade, and the news of his potential move is already shaking up the league. Among the teams interested, the Pittsburgh Steelers stand out as one of the main contenders to acquire the player. But what could this trade mean for the future of the Pittsburgh team? And how could Kupp fit alongside George Pickens in the Steelers' offense? In this article, we'll explore the details of this potential trade and its impact on the Pennsylvania team, as well as analyze how Cooper Kupp could change the course of the Steelers' season. Before diving into how Cooper Kupp's trade could benefit the Steelers, it's important to understand the context surrounding the Los Angeles Rams. The California team is currently in a restructuring phase and looking to free up cap space to prepare for the future. As a result, the Rams are willing to trade some of their key players, and Kupp is one of the athletes available on the market. Cooper Kupp, who was one of the NFL's top receivers in 2021, had a huge impact on the Rams, helping the team reach the Super Bowl and being named the MVP of the big game. However, in recent years, Kupp has dealt with recurring injuries, raising concerns about his ability to stay healthy throughout a full season. Kupp still has a substantial contract, which includes $20 million in salary to be paid in 2025 and nearly $20 million in 2026. This contract could be an obstacle for some teams, but the Rams are willing to facilitate the trade by covering a portion of Kupp's salary, making the trade more appealing to teams like the Steelers. Despite the injuries, Cooper Kupp remains one of the best receivers in the league when healthy, and his experience could be a significant asset for any team looking for a veteran piece to strengthen its offense. For the Steelers, adding Kupp could be just what the team needs to make a playoff push and, perhaps, go further in the season. The Pittsburgh Steelers come off a season where their offense showed signs of progress but still needs more consistency and explosiveness, especially in the receiver department. George Pickens, one of the team's rising stars, is a player who can shine on long, contested plays but still needs more support to make the Steelers' offense a constant threat to opponents. With the departure of some key players and a lack of reliable options for quarterback Kenny Pickett, the Steelers could greatly benefit from the arrival of a veteran like Cooper Kupp. His ability to play both in the slot and in more physical plays makes him a versatile receiver who can adapt to different styles of play. Additionally, Kupp has the necessary experience to handle the pressure of big games and help mentor younger players like Pickens. If the trade goes through, Kupp could form an excellent duo with Pickens, giving the Pittsburgh team a threat at different points on the field. While Pickens is a receiver more focused on deep, contested plays, Kupp has the ability to excel in shorter, technical routes and is also an excellent blocker in the running game. This complementarity between the two players could create a much more balanced and unpredictable offense, something that is crucial for the Steelers, especially when facing high-level defenses. The addition of Cooper Kupp to the Steelers wouldn't just be a great addition on paper but could also change the dynamics of the team on the field. With Kupp's experience and ability to create separation from defenders, he could become the primary weapon in various situations. His presence would also help create space for other players, like tight end Pat Freiermuth, who could benefit from defenses focusing more on Kupp and Pickens. Additionally, adding a player of Kupp's caliber could boost team morale and create a more competitive atmosphere in the locker room. The Steelers have a tradition of strong defensive teams but have been looking to improve their offense in recent years to become more complete. The presence of an experienced leader like Kupp might be just what the team needs to take that next step. One of the big questions Steelers fans have about this potential trade is the cost. Cooper Kupp still has a substantial contract, which means that, to acquire the player, the Steelers would need to make adjustments to their cap space. Moreover, the trade would involve sending a draft pick, which could be a fourth-round selection, making the negotiation more financially accessible. While the trade cost is relatively low, the Steelers would need to consider the risk of Kupp's injuries and his ability to stay healthy throughout the season. If the trade goes through, Pittsburgh would also need to evaluate the impact on the rest of the roster, particularly in terms of how to adjust its finances to accommodate Kupp's salary. However, if the Rams are truly willing to cover part of Kupp's salary, that would make the trade even more appealing to the Steelers, who could take advantage of the opportunity without compromising their financial future too much. Kupp's experience could be crucial for the Pittsburgh team's success in the coming seasons, especially if the team can remain competitive in its rebuilding process. Now that we've explored the details of this trade and the potential impact of Cooper Kupp on the Steelers, we want to hear your opinion, Steelers fans. Do you think adding Kupp would be the right move for the team? Could the receiver's experience make a difference in Pittsburgh, or do you think the team should seek younger and healthier alternatives to strengthen their offense? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep the conversation going. If you're an NFL fan and want to stay on top of all the trade market movements, don't forget to follow our videos and posts. In the coming days, we'll bring you more details on Cooper Kupp's trade and other moves that could impact the Steelers and the rest of the league. Stay tuned for more updates and exclusive analysis on the NFL trade market. With Cooper Kupp potentially joining the Steelers, the Pittsburgh team has a chance to significantly strengthen its offense. Adding an experienced receiver like Kupp alongside George Pickens could create a formidable duo and make Pittsburgh more competitive in the playoff race. However, the trade still presents risks, particularly regarding Kupp's health and the financial impact it would have on the team. Regardless of what happens, the NFL trade market is sure to bring plenty of surprises for sports fans. Stay tuned for updates and keep following news about the Steelers, as the 2025 season is quickly approaching, and the next moves could define the franchise's future.